Happy holidays, season ticket holder fans. This is Chris, your friend from Section 410, and I'm going to do a quick video with my 49er collection that I've been adding to. Just doing a quick video, trying to keep myself from over purchasing Niner gear these days. For those of you who have jokes about the team being 6-9 and how that's helping you not spend too much money on memorabilia, go ahead and get them out of your system. You can put them in the comments section. I'm sure they're pretty funny, but I want to hear your zingers. I've gotten a few of my own and gotten them out of my system, but this is a legitimate tip on what I do these days in terms of my collection, because I've gotten kind of picky in terms of what memorabilia I seek or purchase. So what you're looking at are the pin collection from this year's games. I've gotten really big on the pins because not only do I think that they're really attractive, it's a unique item that they do specific for each and every game. What I like about them is they're game specific and they're time stamped, they're dated. So if you go through these, they all have a different date on them. And I purchased this pin set at the team store last week for about $95. And if you look online, these pins are actually a pretty good value if you buy them in this fashion, because they're about 20 to 30 bucks online if you buy them on eBay. I'm a big eBay hunter. So if you look at these, they're very unique. Try to keep it out of the light. Hold it up. Get a good look. And I like that. I like that each one is kind of its own artistic rendering of the game. And here's what I do is I keep the games that I go to. So this year I'll keep the Patriots. I went to the Seahawks, which I believe was about when the season came to an end. To me, this was the one where I pretty much at that point felt like it wasn't going to happen this year. And then I'm going to the Monday night game with my friend Jason, who is a lifelong Lions fan. So this has been a good season for him. So I'm going to hold on to that one. And then I know everybody who purchases my season tickets to the games I don't go to. And so I'm going to gift them for the holidays the games that they went to. So I'll have those delivered as a surprise. And I feel like that's a good gift. So the 3 pins that I'm keeping would have cost me about 90 bucks if I bought them online. And because I bought them from the Levi's team store with the whole pin set, that's about what I spent for 3 pins. And I will keep the people who buy my tickets happy. It's very beneficial for all of us. The other reason why I like the pins is because it reminds me of the games, the memories of the games. The Patriots game I went to with my buddy Corey and my friend Nate, and Corey brought his daughter Kaylin, and we did some tailgating beforehand. Nate made one of the most delicious tri-tips I've ever had, and it would actually end up being one of the highlights of the season. So I remember that we had a great time, beautiful day. We were still super hopeful at that time, and the game left us feeling like maybe we were going to be on a run. And then unfortunately things turned south. Like I said, my buddy John, who actually took me to my first 49er game, I went to 1 game at Candlestick, and yes, I do have the pin from that game. It means a lot to me. And we went in and had a great time tailgating. Unfortunately, it didn't end up well. So I still like the memory of spending time with good friends, and we had fun anyway. Probably had one too many brewskis, but yeah, that game was about when we kind of knew that the season wasn't going to pan out. And then, like I said, looking forward to making a good memory here. Going to cheer loud and proud, even though things aren't looking so great right now. So one of the reasons I like this is because we're getting less and less of these items. We used to get things like this as season ticket holders. We used to get these in the mail. Like I said, it's dated, and I love things that tell me what season it's from. And this one really bothers me, is we used to get our tickets in the mail, and you can see there's a really neat carrier that I kept from 2019, so about 5 years ago. And I'm actually going to pull this out. We had these lanyards, and they would scan these when we go to the games. You didn't need the digital ticket. and I kept these and I display these, and it just really makes me sad that we don't get these anymore. You can see, like I said, Christian Friends section 410, so you can know what section I'm in. But unfortunately, we no longer get these. And we used to get game day giveaways, which I collect. This is actually on a game day giveaway. And I put all the stuff together from the game of the particular one that I went to. The last game day giveaway we get now are the calendars, which I love. I hope I didn't jinx it. I'm hoping we continue to get these. So what I do is I display the pins from the games I went to with the calendar. And it is kind of nice because it takes up less and less space. But it would be nice to get those unique items again for display. And so that's this year's. And then last year's I have, and you can see I got Steve Young's signature on it because I met him last year. And so he was kind enough to sign it. So that's Steve Young's signature. And this season, obviously, more positive memories than the one I just showed you. So I display it with that. And then this is the game day giveaway you're looking at right down here with the pins displayed. I buy one for fun, and then I keep one as a souvenir, just in case they turn out to be valuable. But like I said, to me, it's about the stories. If you look here, I do have a pin from the opening of Levi's Stadium. And then the different games that I've gone to. This was actually my first game that I went to. I bought my season tickets. I wasn't living in California at the time. And so for about 2 years, I wasn't able to go. And now I'm able to actually go quite a bit. But this was the first game I went to. It was a Monday Night Football game, 49ers Giants. And I tell you what, if you think times are tough now, you should have gone to this one because it was a Monday Night Football game. Stadium was probably about 3/4 full, if I'm being generous. And I joke that those were the days where you could go use the bathroom, buy a hot dog and a beer, and not miss a single snap. You could do that between downs because there weren't too many people going to Levi's Stadium in those days. And then I have these two that I kept. I went with my buddy Nate, the aforementioned Nate, who made the tri-tip this year. Those are some memories that we made. And one of the things I do is the first game that people go to with me, I get them a pin. So I always buy a pin for the first time they go to a game with me and sit in my seats. And here's two more. Corey bought into season tickets after this game. We went to that one against the Falcons. And then this is the most raucous environment I'd ever seen Levi's against the Cowboys in the divisional round a couple of years ago. The tailgate was just unbelievably packed. Cowboys fans were there in droves. And I went to the actual NFC Championship game against the Packers, which was a lot of fun. My wife and I went to that one. So that's probably my favorite memory, tied with this one right here. But I have to say the Cowboys game was a bigger environment. So this is actually a Rams game from Monday Night Football in 2021. And the reason why this one is so special is this is my daughter June's first game that she went with me with. So this is our first game together. She got kind of in it in the second half. First half, she had fun, but it's not her super thing. But we had a great time together. She was a good little partner on that trip. She came out with me, and that's our first game together. So I bought her one of these, and I have one too, and it means a lot to me. So I display these. And again, I like things that aren't generic, things that don't feel like they went into some kind of algorithm. And maybe these have, but the 49er Thanksgiving Day game against the Chiefs is a beautiful pin. It was not a beautiful game, but it is a beautiful pin. I'll keep this little Faithful to the Bay one down here. That's for me. And so I'll keep 3 of these, and then yeah, it's gonna be hard to give them up. They're beautiful, but again, I only keep the ones that I go to. So yes, it keeps me out of the team store from purchasing things that I don't need. They got me once this year, And that was right around my birthday this summer. I went in and I made the mistake of trying on the Levi's starter jacket collaboration. So I love Levi's. I love Starter. They did a collaboration over the summer. And I went in and I tried on this jacket, and I haven't stopped wearing it since. Absolutely love it. Did not need a jacket, especially since about 75 to 80% of the year, you don't really need a heavy coat out here, but I absolutely love it. And I don't feel too bad about it, but don't spend a ton of time in the team store anymore. If you are a season ticket holder, about $95 because we do get a discount. Levi Stadium is also really good about giving discount to veterans. So if you bring in your ID, your military ID or whatever, they do a pretty good discount there too. So much obliged, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. This is Chris, your friend in Section 410, and this is just a little bit about what I'm collecting these days. So again, everybody, happy holidays, and I hope you have a great New Year and a Merry Christmas.